Hey, this video goes out to Diana Sharma. So let me just bring up the question. Hi, I loaded my dataset into Tableau, but I'm unable to click on the Sheet 1 tab on the bottom of the workbook. Any suggestions as I cannot complete this video? So, Diana, if you are listening, please send me through the screenshots if you haven't done so already, so I can see exactly what's going on, but I'll suspect and kind of guess a few things. So we'll go through the loading portion of your data. So I've got a few files here that I'm kind of working on for another course, and I thought I would sneak in this kind of mini video for you. And here we go. So if I drop this into this workbook, which I think is 20, what version is this? This one's 2019 I'm using, but obviously it's going to be the same all the way up to 2020 edition, which I am now currently experimenting with. So if I drop this in here, right, I can think of a few things in which it will fail, that you can't connect or you can't visualize or the fields are missing. So let me show you the first one. If you have an Excel worksheet with multiple sheets, right? In this case, this file has two sheets, beginner and intermediate. It will not put a file or a connection here straight away. Because remember, even though you've connected the file, you have to tell Tableau, well, what data set do you want to incorporate? And you have to bring that in, like so. So now it reads that data. Now, if your Excel sheet Excel file only has one sheet, it will automatically load this up. In which case, you can now go on sheet 1, right? So you can see all the fields are loaded. If I go back to the data source, and let's say I get rid of this, right? Tableau's like, well, what data do you want to look at? And you press sheet 1, you can see it's empty, right? And I think this is what stumps a lot of people when it comes to connecting to data, because in the past we would open an Excel file and then that's what you work on and that was it. But in BI tools, business intelligence tools, you connect to the file, but you have to still tell it, well, what do you want to work on? Which sheet of data or what file or what table set within that source, right? Same thing goes for a SQL Server, Oracle Server, Cloud, Salesforce, whatever it might be. Connecting to the software is one thing, but then telling it what do I want to bring into my tool is another. Okay, so that is my guess, one of them. The other one is where it could fail, right? Is let's say I bring in beginner, right? And then I bring in another file. I'm just going to grab this, right? It doesn't really matter what it is. So I've got my second file, but I don't tell it what the join parameters are, right? I'm not telling it what am I bringing those two together with. So if I'm talking about Excel, we're talking like VLOOKUPs, index, those kind of lookups. If you don't say, well, I want to look up this value in this table and bring it together, the computer's not going to know what you want it to do. So let's say I don't set anything and I just kind of close this. If I go to sheet 1, right, you see there's going to be some errors and it's not really going to be doing the correct thing, right? So you can see you have this files connected, but they're not actually connected, hence why you have this exclamation mark. Now, Diana, if you're having a completely different issue, not from this, please let me know. I'll do another video to kind of like cover it, and so that other people who are having the same issue won't have to deal with this problem as well. So that's that. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.